Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the rumpled one. It's Friday, September the 14th, the year 2012. The economy. You know, we've been kind of talking about it, debating it back and forth, whether or not it's good or bad, but you know what? I'm going to have to admit I was wrong, my fellow Americans. I said the economy's good. No, actually the economy's bad. But not for the reasons that you're thinking. See, I was mistaken. I was mistaken as to what the economy is. So, I consulted the Webster's Dictionary. Let me read you the definition of economy. I'll read you the first definition. Economy. It's a noun. Frugal use of money. Let me repeat. Frugal use of money. Now, by that definition, the economy isn't bad. It's in a shambles. It's pathetic. Because we know the U.S. economy, if we're talking about the U.S. frugal use of money, our Congress and Senate and President, they're just throwing money everywhere. Trillions! So by definition, the economy's bad. You see, I was mistaken commerce for economy, where commerce is the, exchange of goods and services for money or barter. Which, like I was saying before, the mechanisms are there. The goods are there. There's things to buy on the shelves, Things are being shipped back and forth. So commerce is fine. But the economy, the frugal use of money, that's a shambles. Personal economy. Look at people have credit card debt in the tens of thousands. And frivolous debt. There's good debt and there's bad debt. If you use money to make money, but you borrow the money to make some more money, that's usually considered good debt. So, I was mistaken. The frugal use of money, that's the economy, and we all know it's just not happening. Somewhere, those good old American Puritan, Protestant work ethic values of a penny saved is a penny earned got lost. I'm not sure how it happened. But the real important point is not really to kind of worry about the U.S. economy. It's more worry about your personal economy. How's your frugal use of money? Well, if you don't have any money, it's pretty good, huh? But if you do have some money, is it burning a hole in your pocket, or are you keeping it in Hip National Bank? That's the question. How are you using your money? Are you really putting it to good use, the best use possible? Or do sometimes you just don't care? There's a cutoff point. Do you, worry about each and every penny, or each and every nickel, dollar, quarter, $10, 20, whatever it is, you have to decide. To give you an example, if I take a trip, go on vacation, especially now with the TSA doing their pat-downs and rummaging through your bags, there's a lot of things you can't take anymore, or you're limited quantities. And if you're going for an extended period of time, then you're going to probably have to hopefully buy it when you get there. And if you check your luggage, it's usually an additional fee. So, and once again, they don't want you having big bottles of anything. Like, I wear contacts, and I like to get the saline solution in 12-ounce bottles, but that's not going through TSA. Nope, not going through. So I have to use a little travel size bottles. So I just budget, 20, 50 bucks. So when I get to wherever I'm going, I find the dollar store or the Walmart, yeah, that's right, big box store, and I go and I load up on whatever little toiletries I need, and then I can just leave them behind. But that way I don't worry about it too much. So that's one way of using the money that I consider a frugal use, but it's at a threshold where I'm not trying to pinch the pennies. So once again, I was mistaken, but like I said, probably not for the reasons that you thought. The economy is bad. The frugal use of money in the United States of America is bad. Now, whose fault is it? It's your fault. You know why, don't you? It's because you don't show up to those budget meetings in your city, county, state. Nope, because once again, you probably have to go to work and you want to take care of the kids and family when you get home, and you've got chores to do, errands to run. Maybe you just want to relax, watch some football or baseball, basketball, hockey, golf, whatever. Maybe you want to clean your guns or get your fishing pole ready for the weekend. So, hey, besides those meetings are boring, so, yeah, I ain't worried about it. Well, you see, my fellow Americans, that's what's happening. You're relying on your neighbor to do your job, your civil duty. But if you went down there to that budget meeting and you started reading those line items and you look at how they're spending money, you might think, oh, wait a minute, why are you spending $5 for this when you can buy it over here for $3? I mean, what could they tell you? They could probably try and give you some bogus thing, but it'd be really hard, especially if the news cameras are there, reporters there rolling. I mean, what happens if you were to show up in their office maybe just once a quarter and say, I want to see the books, I want to see these expenditures. It's a matter of public record, it's your right, it's your money. But what if, more people did that? I'm not saying what if everybody, because those type of arguments or suggestions are just crazy anyway. But what if there was maybe, say, a dozen citizens, and once every 12 weeks or so, that citizen showed up and looked over the books. And then the next week somebody else came in. Don't you think things might just change a little bit? Because once again, if you do it at your local level, it's going to have an effect. Next thing you know, it's going to start affecting your state. And then, who knows, maybe it'll affect the country. Because they'll know that you're watching. Right now they know you're not. So they get away with murder. Literally. They have. So, my fellow Americans, once again, the economy is bad. The frugal use of money is bad. So, I admit my mistake. But once again, it was because I didn't read the dictionary. I guess I didn't understand what economy is, which is the frugal use of money. So how's your economy? And since we know the economy's bad, and we know it's our fault, well, it's your fault because I go to those meetings, so it's your fault, not mine, that we have to put these elected officials on notice that it's up to them to stop the bad economy. But it's time for you to wake up, America, and smell the tyranny.